fannst hann vinur þinn. Þú klappar mér á kinn, hnífnum stingur inn. Ég taldi þig minn frið, en varst að illum sið.
Hello, this is Wiktoria reporting from Eistnaflug for Radio Iceland. I have Adi from Sólstafir with me right now, and I want to interview you about the concert last night. It was soundtracks for Eistnaflug, The Flight of the Raven, Icelandic film made by
Hrafn Gunnlaugsson.
Yeah, and this is like standard film that you guys have in schools on history, right?
Yeah, I think everybody that I know saw this movie as kids, and it was even taught in Sweden. For some years, it was shown in us. We see films from Finland or Norway and in Iceland, and they were showing this movie. It's a really famous movie. So everybody here knows this movie. This is probably the most cult film. This is the most cult Viking film, and it has a lot of probably the most famous one-liner, "Þungur hnífur." It's very known for that sentence. So
the heavy knife.
Yeah.
And can you tell us what it is about?
It's about. It's in a way it's a true story. Mixed with a bit of Sergio Leone, it's basically about people sailing from Ireland, from Iceland to Ireland, and picking up slaves and silver, robbing. They were sailing from Iceland to Ireland, they were raping women and stealing the silver.
Okay.
And then of course it's about the revenge, the classic revenge of the son who sees his dad murdered, and he sails to Iceland to kill the guys who murdered his family.
Okay, so it's a very dramatic movie.
Yeah, it's a very dramatic. It's about the revenge, a lot of killing, and it's horse riding in the black sands of Iceland, and it's a lot of Hrafn Gunnlaugsson, the director. He was obviously influenced by Sergio Leone. A lot of the spaghetti western feel to it, which is another thing that we are really influenced by. So it's like Icelandic Viking spaghetti western.
Okay. And where did the idea come from to display the film and make a live soundtrack on there?
We were approached by last year. We were approached by Reykjavik International Film Festival, RIF. It was their idea. They asked us, would you be willing to do a score for the 30th anniversary of Eistnaflug? Without thinking twice, we said yes, without knowing what we were going to do. Because we see it as kids, and it's a cool movie and it's a new challenge. So
yeah, it must have been very difficult since it's like 2 hours of live act, right? And everything has to be synchronized.
yeah, well, we just took all the music from the movie, and we erased all the music, and there was like a gap that was 1 minute long, and another gap that was 10 minutes long. So we just filled it up with our own music, wrote a little bit of new, but it's 90% music from our past catalog.
And you performed it once in Reykjavik in April, right? Last year. Or in the spring last year in Hafnarfjörður. And then you performed it at Roadburn, right?
Yeah, we did it as the Kópavogur, the Salur in Kópavogur, yeah.
Kópavogur,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, and then of course we did the Roadburn, and then Eistnaflug. And this will most likely be the last time we do it.
Well, I hope not, because I think that was the best act of yours I've seen so far. You guys were absolutely amazing. I had goosebumps all over my body for entire time I watched you. And you changed the drummer recently, and you sound, in my opinion, way better right now. And what's going to happen? Are you going to have the same drummer, or are you looking for another one?
No, as many people know, we did part with our drummer, Guðmundur, and now we're a 3-piece band, and this is the last gig that is Ari, who's been drumming with us. He's been drumming with us for 2 months now or so. This is the last gig that he will do, because he had other obligations.
Of course.
And we have another guy already ready for the road, and we're going on the road in July. So we're
a lot of things going on. And
yeah.
What about a release concert in Reykjavik or Iceland? Are you planning that?
Yeah, I mean, Ótta came out in September, I think.
August.
End of August, yeah. So it's not even a year old, and we've sort of been on a world tour.
Of course.
The tour we set up for 18 months long world tour, and we're almost done with 1 year. So I think we might be doing Ótta release, playing the full album with an orchestra.
Fantastic.
Maybe January, February.
We're really looking forward to it in Reykjavik, I can tell you. I think it's like the album of the year last year when it came out, and it's really hard to top that one. And what about, do you have any plans for another album anytime soon?
Well, yeah. We have, we started running it now. We have some ideas, and we're touring all the summer, so in September we're gonna start, putting these ideas down, and so yeah, I guess we'll have the album ready. We haven't written it yet, but we're gonna start to write it now after the summer.
Okay, and can you tell us if it's going to be something similar to Ótta, or are you going to surprise us again?
We never set up to surprise anyone. We never know what we're gonna do. I mean.
Yeah, I remember you before the Ótta was released, and you were kind of torn with that album. You didn't know if it's going to be something the best in the world or something completely wrong, and it went brilliant, absolutely. And how did that album, the idea of the album came out actually? Because it's something completely different than you were doing before?
Well, I don't think it's completely different. It's of course we had strings on it. We had planned to use string section for a long time. It's the same thing, when we were doing the Cold album in 2007. I didn't think it was as good as the last album.
Okay.
It wasn't until we were mixing the damn thing that, this is actually good. And then we were doing Svartasandar, and I thought, this is not as good as the Cold album. Maybe it's not gonna, But then I thought, maybe it is. And then of course we were really satisfied with Svartasandar. Then of course we were doing Ótta, and we had some demos, and then of course the same thing comes up. Maybe this is not as strong as, but then again, by the time we put all the violins in it, I knew it was really good, so it was fine.
Okay, thank you so much for this talk, Adi. I hope soon we will meet at Radio Iceland and you can come to the studio and talk to us a little bit longer. And enjoy your stay at Eistnaflug.
Thank you.